Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolf, Wolf Customs, and we are back at it. Back down, sweet home, or home sweet home, I guess. Of course, you all know Travis. Got Terry with us today, join us. River's up. Hopefully we can have just as much fun this weekend as we do every other weekend. And of course, the first order of business is we're going to be setting up camp. It is probably about 6 o'clock. Sun's going to be going down here in a few hours. So try to get it set up quickly as can, get a little bit of firewood so we can get some food in our stomachs. On this trip I am using the Molly 2 Ruck. My good buddy Malcolm and I traded a while back, and I traded him a knife and he traded me this bag, and I'm a big huge fan of the ILBE system, and he's been pushing me to really give this thing a try, so it's exactly what I did. And I gotta tell you, the hike in, it felt great. It felt just as good as the ILBE. The only thing that I like a little bit more with the ILBE is that that waist belt and the straps are just a little bit more padded. But the waist belt on this thing still distributed the weight on the hips just like it needs to be. And very happy with it so far. I will be doing a separate video on this pack as well, just like I did on the ILBE, if you guys are interested.
That guide I sent you useful, Travis?
Yeah. Love that thing, man. Honestly, I do.
I didn't know what all you had.
You know what I like about getting stuff that's just Kansas specific is it kind of narrows down the search a little bit.
Well, that's kind of what I thought.
It does, I'm serious. Like, here's an example. There's stuff that I don't see here, per se, that I've seen, like, on the Elk River Trail, that I've seen before, but then I hadn't recognized that it was from Kansas, per se, because I've seen it, like, at my sister's or something. And one of them was a button bush. Something like that, I think it's called. And I seen it in that guide. Yeah, just the other day, and I'd seen it on that trail, and I was like, well, that answers my question, what it was.
I found that at Barnes & Noble, so I grabbed two. I figured you'd want one.
Oh, that's awesome, thank you. Really do appreciate it. I mean, I'm just, plants fascinate me to a certain degree.
To a certain degree? Are you kidding me? You're like a plant nut.
No, not quite. But
He was the first person I thought of when I saw that.
Thanks a lot.
Travis would love that.
You know what? I was, well, when I got that, I was like, man, I'm surprised I don't have that already.
So, what bag did you bring, Justin?
Just the intermediate bag.
That's it?
Yeah.
Man, I feel
He's
like
a commando, man.
I brought the intermediate and the patrol.
Oh, it's gonna be.
The 36 is what I saw for a low.
It's gonna be pretty nice.
Hope no cameras are rolling because I'm probably about to fall right now.
They are. The only thing that sucks is time lapse, so you're in really okay.
Mine's rolling too, just so you know.
Oh, great. I really don't even want to sit in this cane because you guys are filming, it's going to fall somehow. Just because you guys' cameras are rolling.
Let's see. The black one goes inside the green one, huh?
Go to on the MSF system. Jeez.
You are. You've got more time in the MS than I do. That's for sure.
Well, actually, it was both your guys' videos that led me to get the darn thing.
Uh-oh. Justin's like that, though. He'll do a video, and you'll instantly want whatever he has. I don't care what he does. No, I'm serious. You're laughing, but I'm serious about it. Somehow, you'll instantly want whatever he just showed. He's like a car salesman, I swear. He needs to be selling cars.
Well, it is used gear.
I mean...
And I don't make a dime for selling all this stuff.
I know, right? It's so sad. So Justin's down there collecting water right now. To use his Sawyer. squeeze. But he's going to set it up with the bucket. This ought to be pretty nice. He's staring down a crawdad.
See if you can zoom in on that crawdad.
Oh yeah, I bet they can see that. He's eyeing that crawdad like you would not believe. Just jump in for it, it's fine.
Well, yeah, if you lay down like Bear
Well, I tell you what, if you can find me a log to lay out there, I'll get that crawdad.
I love how you guys are contemplating it.
Here.
Yeah, but instinct says grab it.
I know, every ounce of me wants to get that crawdad right.
If you've seen like 20 of them out there, I bet you'd be in there.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they're all over this freaking river, so.
We should build a crawdad trap.
I've got beef jerky. I do. I've got some beef jerky. There's locust trees all over the place that we could use to.
Look, there's a fish.
Yep, sure enough, right there.
And you got me thinking what we're going to do tomorrow.
I think we should. That'd be kind of fun. All right.
Hey, please fall. I want to get it on film.
Yeah, I bet you do. Take that. Yep.
Nice buddy system.
Okay, if you'll hand it back to me, I'll let you go up. Alright, so as you can see, it's nice and dirty. But in my past video, I also showed you how clean it makes it. Alright, so here's what we got right here. Is everybody talks about putting these buckets and everything else in their packs. And, you know, I've never really had much of a need for it until now. I mean, now, you know, what I've done is I've drilled a hole in the bottom of it, hooked that Sawyer up to it. And so now we have drinking water throughout the night. No need to go down and collect at the river and everything else. You guys saw how dirty that water was. Let me zoom in on what we got coming out now. And just, I mean, crystal clear water.
Dad's got some of the old Vietnam era wool blankets. Man, I used to have to use them as a kid. They're so
Alright, baby, you paying attention, right?
Huh?
You paying attention to what we're doing?
Yeah.
Alright, now, you have a net, okay? So what we're doing is we're going to cocoon you in. Alright? You're going to take the dog deals. Tie those like that, okay? And what that does is that makes sure that you're secure if you're tossing and turning. That you're not going to twist and fall out. Okay? And you'll bunch that up in this little pillow. But
Is that the way I'm going to sleep? Is this way? And
your head's up there, and your body fits in here. Alright? So you'll be nice and safe. And we'll move this up when you tuck in. And you'll be nice and safe and secure. See?
Well, you guys might have heard that Mr. David Robertson from American Warning TV has joined us. And he has brought with him his daughter, Heather. Glad to have you, Heather. And, you know, it's kind of funny because we were all sitting around the campfire, Travis, Terry, and I, and all of a sudden, you know, off in the distance, you could hear something rustling around in the background. And at first, you know, it was just thinking maybe it was a coyote or something, or a deer or something along them lines, but it got definitely heavier footed and everything else, and everybody was on edge there for a second, you know, wondering who was this that was wandering into our camp. Or, you know, then you had me secretly wanting it to be, you know, Bigfoot. But, dang it, it wasn't. But, you know, very happy to have David here, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Good to be here. It's cool that Heather gets to come out and join us.
First time camping like this.
This is your first time out of a tent, isn't it?
Well, I've slept in a tent before, but
Well, he said out of the tent.
yeah.
Camps in a tent a lot. Doesn't get a camp like this a lot.
It's good, though. It's going to be a good learning experience. So do you guys ever have, or do you have that piece of gear that you just can't live without? That piece of gear that when you lose it or misplace it, you just completely panic?
Cry about it.
Well, Travis just lost his piece of gear. And he seriously just spent about 45 minutes just completely defeated. Oh, what was it,
Just
Travis?
looking for a spoon.
It's my special long spoon.
It's his special long spoon.
Which is
Oh, that's too funny.
It's not just a spoon, dang it.
that's what makes it funny. It isn't a spoon.
Yeah, about an hour ago, I found Travis's spoon in the dirt, and me and Terry decided it'd be a good idea to just hide it from him because we know how much he loves that dang spoon.
So you were part of it too?
It was his idea.
Great.
Yeah,
I
it was,
told you that like 5 minutes ago, and you're like,
Sorry, I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
it, but I just like...
he was still euphoric from having the spoon. All his ears. Wah, 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 wah.
His idea, but you stick it in your pack. Real
Hey,
nice.
are you worried about your spork and your fork also?
No, I'm worried about this spoon. This spoon is special, man.
Just as
You know, seriously, the best part, though, was when that wood shifted and your water spilled all over the place.
That was not
You-
funny.
That was the ultimate.
No,
number, right?
because you
Yeah, an
completely
ultimate
just
low.
looked defeated. You were just like, forget it.
like,
I don't have a spoon to
okay.
stir my coffee.
See, that's why I was most hurt about it, because I was like, how am I supposed to stir this? I could get a stick, but I didn't want to. I had a spoon.
let me guess, your spoon from home.
And the smoke was going in my eyes. I was just like, this is a sign. Go to
I've
bed,
never come to
Travis.
camp with you.
Oh, sure.
Go to sleep.
Blame the tears on the smoke.
Yeah. Have to use your pee bottle this morning or last night?
Absolutely.
Well, I had to get up and go pee this morning.
Yeah, see, I didn't. I just rolled over and called it a day. Stayed nice and warm.
But at least I didn't get to miss the sun rising completely. You know, I love how it just casts the sun right, at an angle straight across, casts its rays, and everything kind of gets a little orange hue to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The reason why it creates that orange hue is because the light has to filter through more of the atmosphere, because it's coming at an angle and not directly overhead.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Did not know that.
It's very cool.
Did you sleep good?
Slept great. I actually woke up this morning, a little bit of sweat on my back.
Really?
I thought, good gravy.
Darn it. You know,
It didn't get cold enough.
I was hoping for once that you would actually wake up chilled, because I was going to tell you, man, I put that SOL Escape Bivy in with me last night
Mm-hmm.
just to see, because I knew it was going to drop lower than, mid 40s. Well, I had to unzip it, man, and push it down. It was too intense. I mean, it was way toasty in there.
Wow.
I mean, it was. I'm telling you, when it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees, 0 degrees, you throw that thing in your sleeping bag, or underneath your wool blanket or something like that.
I'm gonna get one. I have to. For sure. It definitely wouldn't hurt to throw in your bag, just in case you need it for something. Because there's days where it's just the temps drop real fast. And shoot. Well, like the unexpected rain yesterday, we didn't expect that.
No, not at all.
All of a sudden came in while we were eating supper. You like my sporty socks?
Did Terry finally stop snoring?
He's been snoring all night.
All all night, consistently all night.
It hasn't changed.
You did pretty good last night. You didn't snore very much.
I must have just had my head cocked just right.
Didn't hear a peep out of David or Heather. Everybody must have slept good. Everybody's still sleeping.
I actually wasn't sure if it was you snoring or if it was Terry snoring. Because one of you guys was snoring way before I went to bed.
Look at this. This is insane. These guys are everywhere. There he goes. And yet another one. It's about the 5th one I've seen in a matter of 10 minutes. Waiting for him to get into that shallower spot real quick.
Yeah. Awesome job.
It's quite a few. Where's your pot at?
Nope, I should have it hooked on.
I got a picture of it.
Well, we've gathered up quite a few of these guys. I think we're at, what, 11 now? And we're still finding them, so. Quit playing with your food, Travis. Show everybody your frog, Heather.
Oh. Like,
Put it right over here in front of the camera.
oh no, not now.
Here.
It has a green stripe around it, like right in the middle. And I bet it's already comfy.
I think it is. It's probably all nice and warm and sunning itself in your hand. Cool.
More? Wow, we've already got a lot in there.
Well, at least that makes a dozen right there.
All right.
Very well.
Easy pickings. Pretty much collected all that we're going to collect for today, or for the moment anyway. But we really just kind of used the short section of the river here. We didn't really exhaust any of the river at all. I mean, you could take your boots off, go over to the other side of the shore and everything else, and do the same thing. But all we've been doing is collecting them, letting them come back up from downstream and get them on the way. So I think we're going to go back to camp and cook them up now. Okay, so our campfire has reduced to ash. So we are going to show Heather how to get it going. So the first thing she's doing is she's gathering up dead standing lead and pencil size sticks. There you go. See all those little thin ones right over there? Just hanging right in front of you?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Now look right above your head. Nope. In front and above. Right there. Nope. Other way. Turn to your left. Right there, hanging in front of you. Okay, stop. You're about to hit your head on it. There you go. Pick all those off. You want about 2 handfuls. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a stick, okay? And you're just going to kind of push the ash aside and unbury the coals that's underneath, okay? Gently. There you go. A little bit more. Okay, a little bit more off the top.
Oh yeah, you feel that heat coming off it? I got hotter.
Okay, now gently put your hand over the top. Don't touch it, obviously. Does it feel pretty good and hot? Okay, take them small lead and pencil size sticks that we got. Take every single one of them, just put them right on top. Okay, now we're just going to let Mother Nature take its course for just a few minutes. We're going to let that get warm, okay? Then after it starts warming up, starts smoking a little bit, that's when I want you to kneel down, pull your hair behind your head, okay? And you're going to blow under it, but not yet. We're just going to let it sit there and just heat up for just a little bit. All right, Heather. Now you see how it's really starting to smoke good? See how it's starting to smoke?
Yeah.
We know that it's hot, okay? So now go down a little bit closer. Get down on your knees there. A little bit closer. Watch your hair, okay? Start blowing. There you go. Good job. Turn your head when you take a breath. Don't want to suck that smoke in. Can you get a little closer to it? Here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to show you what you're going to try to do, okay? I mean, really get down here. And then turn. You're going to do it pretty hard, okay? See, is what you're doing is you're blowing all that ash away from them hot coals.
She'd also take Travis's hat.
Yeah. There you go. You got a little bit, but that we want to keep going. So keep blowing.
Now you're getting her.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Good job. So we'll let that go for just a little bit, and then we're going to take that other larger sticks, and then we're going to put it on, okay? Let it grow. So go ahead and go around there and grab that stuff.
And just drop it on? Maybe like...
I would kind of just place it on. I wouldn't just drop it on.
You can do 1 or 2 at a time if you want, if it's easier.
There you go.
There you go.
some music to go with this?
You have music?
No, I mean like on some phones. Like,
I got a radio over there. You want to crank on it for a while?
Good job. How many 9-year-olds do you know, or that of your friends do you know that's ever done that?
ever done what?
Ever just done what you just did?
I don't know.
Probably none of them. Good job. Very proud of you.
Thanks.
What's the matter, Travis?
Holy smokes. Guys are all over the place. We're going to boil some of these guys, but we're also going to put a few right on the coals. But, of course, we're going to do it humanely, and Travis is going to... There you go. Rendered the crawdad dead. Very humane, very quick.
You mean to throw them over here?
Sure.
You think down here or up here?
I'm probably right there on them coals.
Totally enough.
I don't know about these guys, but you know, crawdads, I've never been a huge fan of them. I love lobster, I love crab and everything else, but crawdads have just always had more of a fishy taste. And I'm just not a real big fishy taste kind of guy, but still eat them. And we was going to make a trap for these things, but you know, the thing is we could have spent all day down there just walking along the side and catching them. So there really wasn't even a need to make a trap. They were everywhere. The only reason we stopped now is because, I mean, we've got food with us, but we were just trying to show that, I mean, food's available if you look hard enough. Or sometimes you don't have to look hard at all. I don't know, Travis, looks done to me, doesn't it, you?
Oh yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah, let's eat that puppy. We have to let it cool off a bit.
Alright, well, I've got myself one on right now. Travis is digging into his. Obviously, there's not a lot of meat with these guys, so it takes an absolute... It would take 100 of these things to actually give you a meal. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. So, I mean, just because you're finding something like this along the river, and you think to yourself, all right, I found food, well, reality is you still haven't found enough to actually sustain you in any way, shape, or form. I mean, this right here is just nothing more than giving us a little bit of extra protein. But it's certainly not going to fill anybody's stomach or affect, you know, their survivability any better.
So guys, here's a chunk of it. It's done. That actually was pretty good. No fishy taste at all.
No fishy taste, huh?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Maybe it's the way we cooked it.
Could be.
Pretty good.
Barbecued.
Yeah.
It had a smoky flavor to it, actually.
Really?
And maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the way we cooked it.
Did you have the claw meat, or what'd you have?
No, I took the tail meat right there. I'm gonna dig into the claw and see what I can get out of it. But I'm not expecting to get a lot, to be honest with you.
That's where the good meat, though, is going to be.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just crushed it and there's no meat left. Actually, that's some really white meat in there, even though there's not a lot of it. Well, there's not a lot at all. Oh my gosh, that is good and sweet.
So maybe straight on the coals is a good way to do it. Instead of just boiling it.
Oh gosh, I just want to sit here and eat this all day. Too bad they aren't bigger.
I've only had them boiled. I've never had them on just open coals like this.
Yeah, I've only had them boiled too. And some Crayola.
We'll have a few, you know, boiled as well. Maybe,
Yeah.
you know, first, and then decide how we want to cook the rest of them up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm talking about right here. I mean, that's what you're getting out of the tail. I mean, that's not even considered a bite right there. So, I mean, but see how it is. That's really good.
Yeah.
Man, if I had some garlic butter right now, I'd be in heaven.
Right?
That's good. Crack into one of these claws right quick. This guy doesn't have very big claws. People that eat these guys all the time are sitting there going, amateurs.
Exactly.
You didn't suck the head.
There's barely any meat in there. I'm just gonna suck it out. Oh man, it's sweet.
That's what. Yeah.
It's really good. Really good. Let's go back down to the river and get some more of these guys.
Yeah, you just will.
You got me right there again. Man, they instantly turning red.
That's not a very hard boil either.
No. Well, it cooled off. I had it boiling pretty good. I'll put the lid back on there.
Alright, looky there. Let that thing cool off just a little bit more. We'll dig into him too. Tell you what, there's not a lot to these claws, but man, what there is, it's really good. I mean, you just gotta suck it out of there. A lot of work for,
I think you burn more calories getting into it.
you know, but it's a good treat. And that claw meat is just good.
It's because you're not as close to the butt.
Probably. Yeah, all the ones I've ever had before this, just real fishy. This is sweet, like crab meat.
Maybe it's the time of year. You think?
Or a water source.
Or the water source. I mean, that water down there is actually pretty clear,
That's true.
pretty clean water. So, I mean, I'm sure that probably has a lot to do with it. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm sure somebody knows.
I'm sure. Hopefully they'll
Well, check that out.
share
I just
that
came up
information
this
with
idea.
us.
This claw,
Yeah.
use it to dig out the claw meat inside the darn
Oh, well,
claw.
look at you thinking.
Check that out.
All right, got that tail section out. Oh yeah, look at that. Hopefully it's a sweet. Man, those things are not fishy at all. They don't taste anything like what I've ever had before.
I didn't think so. They're definitely better than what I've ever had. But what I had was out of a dirty old creek, so.
It's got to be it. I mean, it's got to be that river. Anybody out there that knows the answer to that, if it's because of the water source, let us know, because this tastes way better than any crawdad that I've ever had before. All the other ones, like I said, was just real fishy. This stuff tastes like crab meat, plain and simple. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and throw the rest of them on the boil, because I tell you what, that tasted great. Let's do it, Travis. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna get all crazy. I think we're gonna have to make a few batches here, guys.
Oh, you got room for another.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still, nothing else will steam.
For all these things.
Who brought the corn on the cob?
Right.
This guy's like, you're just doing it to yourself, buddy. Put the lid on that puppy and get her going.
I got that Montreal steak seasoning. We want to pour a bunch in there.
You could. You want to?
You want to do that?
Let's give it a
Play
shot.
with the water? Yeah, heck yeah.
I'm opposed to anything. I'm opposed.
You're opposed to anything.
That's funny.
Don't do it.
I don't even know how to talk. Alright, guys, well, as it always happens, we get out here, have a nice enjoyable time, and the next thing you know, it's time to pack up and go home. Real quick, Malcolm, I want to tell you that the Molly 2 Ruck worked out excellent. I'm really enjoying this pack. Can't wait to actually do a video on it, plus show you a little cool trick with it. So, did you guys have fun?
Absolutely a blast. You will see we had a blast.
You will see that we had a blast. Terry, thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
you
me.
coming to the spot. Travis?
The spot.
The spot.
The spot.
All right, guys. As always, have a good one.